Please, can we just not talk about it right
Are you afraid that you're going to like this me better than the old me?
No.
Because from what I understand, the old me was really just a dial tone.
No. You know what? I'm exhausted from traveling. I think I'd like to get into a long hot bath and just relax.
I didn't shower at the gym, so maybe I should conserve water and join you.
No, I think I'll be all right on my own.
Someone needs to wash those hard-to-reach places. Now this has possibilities.
Put that back.
You bought this for me, didn't you? You're going to model this for me,
John,
aren't you?
give it to me.
Aren't you?
Give it to me.
Aren't you?
Give it to me. May I borrow your computer? Mine keeps freezing up.
Well, you do realize that I will expect something in return.
Oh, what did you have in mind?
Yeah, no, I think if we just ask them, we could...
Listen, Mr. Vitale.
You kids should know better than to ever interrupt me when I'm making out with my wife.
Well, that's not what we were doing. That's not...
of course not, of course not. What exactly was it that you were doing?
Yeah, Doc. Tell him. Now, you two kids. You wanted something when you broke in here and interrupted me.
A small
Yeah.
favor.
Small favor. You're living here under my roof and you have eaten all of my corn chips. I'd say you're doing pretty well for yourself. From what I understand, you and I hooked up on a conference room table.
John,
Oh, my God.
What?
it isn't appropriate to talk about those kinds of things in public.
Why not? I mean, half the town knew about it, except me.
Actually, for what it's worth, I had no idea.
Samantha,
No, sorry. All right, I'm sorry.
why would you tell him that?
Why not? I mean, didn't it happen to me also?
But that's not the point.
I was just thinking
About what?
about how hot we must have been together.
Yes. Something like that.
You mean something like this? So where's that conference table when you need one?
It's not funny.
That wasn't being funny. I think you still got it, Blondie.
Aren't you gonna say something, John? I mean, it's obvious he took it.
Give me a vodka lemonade and those little shortbread cookies you make so well.
Yes, sir.
Why did you do that?
I had the munchies.
Why would he do it? Why would he take the disc?
Well, I won't know that until I find out what's on it. Cookie?
I'm your wife. You are supposed to trust me.
Do you trust me?
I'm trying. So hard. You don't make it easy.
Well, now that I know how you really feel about me, you have just jumped to the top of my suspect list.
You have no idea how I feel about you.
Judging by your grip, I'd say you have some pretty strong feelings for me. You're just afraid to admit them.
We are not going to talk about that now.
Later, then. In private.
Is there some problem?
Our cat burglars list is growing. At least they didn't take my car wash coupons.
All right. Obviously, we're not going to agree about this. I think we should get an objective opinion.
Oh, honey, I don't think it's a good idea for me to advise you.
I meant John.
John?
Yeah. John is obviously removed from this situation, and he's certainly not afraid to speak his mind. So, John, was I wrong to move on with my life when that is exactly what Lucas told me to do?
Honey, John is the last person that should ever give anybody
I
advice.
think she's talking to me. Now, granted, I'm no expert in the ways of love. Yet. But if you want my take, here it is.
This really should be good.
Part of me sides with the convict here. His woman cheated on him with a man that he despises. That's a tough break.
Technically, it's not cheating.
I'm not finished yet. The other part is relieved that Elvis finally did you, because the sexual tension in this room was becoming very distracting.
Oh, my God.
This is not helping things.
I just call it as I see it. But I do know one thing for sure.
What do you know for sure?
Despite what you would like me to believe, your family is even more screwed up than I am. I bet you'd like one of those pictures in your living room.
Very nice picture, Doc.
John was meant to have removed that.
You want it? I can't give it to you. It's part of my private collection.
Well, I think I'm going to check on Sammy.
Knock first. She might be entertaining.
All right.
I was trying to keep you from doing something that you might regret.
So instead you do something that I regret.
That's not fair. I'm trying to help, so is Roman.
And we know why, don't we?
Well, according to the preliminary count, there's almost $500,000 worth of street-ready cocaine.
Oh, my gosh.
Only $500,000? How stupid does he think I am?
John, there's a police
John, you
presence.
need to stay right here.
Don't touch me!
We're under arrest for assaulting a police officer, and depending on what we find, possibly trafficking in a controlled substance.
I don't think so.
John, let's do this quickly and quietly.
Listen to the words coming out of my mouth. Or do I need to knock you out to drive my point home?
John, you've got to
No
cooperate.
one locks me up.
Don't make this any harder, John. $500,000 of street-ready
I
cocaine.
know nothing about that. Nothing!
Drug seizure? What are you talking about? What's going on?
Your mother jammed a needle in me and knocked me out.
Mom?
John, you were out of control. You were having some kind of a phobic attack.
Spare me the psychobabble, doctor.
We all know how tough it is for you to think about being locked up.
Do you think so?
Yes, I do, but you know what else I know? You've got to find a way to calm yourself
Not until
down.
these cuffs come off!
Somebody need a lawyer?
You're damn right I do.
PJ, please. We can handle this ourselves.
Dismiss her. Just start the billing and get me out of
Don't make this any
cuffs.
worse than it is.
Okay, first of all, on what charge is Mr. Black being detained?
Right now, assault on a police officer.
I hit him. He deserved it.
John, please.
He touched me. He held me prisoner in my own house, accused me of running drugs in one of my shipping containers.
Running drugs? Dad, do you really think John had something to do with that?
It's all about the evidence, Sammy, and we've got more than enough to warrant taking John down to the station for questioning.
Oh, kind of a reckless way to start the proceedings.
Your fault, John. I asked you very nicely.
I've dealt with a lot in my life. Presumably you know what I've been through. Whenever an event triggers memory of that lab and that chair, instincts take over and I have no control. And you not only threatened me, you trapped me. You wouldn't let me leave. I told you I had to go down to the docks. You wouldn't let me
John,
leave.
John, I do realize what you've been through. And I do know what happened. I was there, remember?
You tried to control me. And I simply protected myself the way I was programmed to. It's all instincts now.
We have proof. So is there anything else you want to say?
Yes, there is. Go to hell.